Okay, so this is 2021 spring break. We will be traveling to 3 cities, Beijing, Xi'an, and Shanghai, okay, during March 12th to 21st, 2021. And you have here the sort of representative images of the 3 different places. This is, what is this? Yeah, do you know what is this?
Is that the Great Wall of China?
Right, and well, this one is probably this is Shanghai, one of the tallest buildings, but now it's no longer the tallest. The Shanghai World Financial Center used to be the tallest building, but now it's no longer. But we will be visiting that center because it's a financial economic center of China. And then this, you should also know, Matthew,
Yeah,
terracotta warriors, right?
it's
Okay.
Terracotta Warriors.
Yes. So here you have the program cost they quoted, and I think it's perhaps the one of the low prices though that we can find so far. And compared to other programs, I think that the price very good. Okay, so this will include round-trip airfare, transportation, hotels, breakfast and dinners, not all. Sometimes a lunch is not included. You will see in detail, because if we are on a place somewhere, we might not be able to have enough time to go to a restaurant to eat. We might need to have to grab some lunch as we on the go. So, and then also include tour guide, tours, site tours, educational visits, etc. There are a lot of things that I cannot put in details here. And then this can be used to fulfill different requirements, core and major requirements, electives, and I think it's also both liberal arts and the business elective, actually. I forgot to mention here. Not only just liberal. And also, it also qualifies for 3 engaged learning credits. And okay, so if you want to enroll, contact CIE or me. Now, let me move on to the itinerary. So this is a program itinerary. Our provider is called Study Abroad Association. And so you can see day 1, we will depart from Newark International Airport to Beijing. And then day 2, which will be March 13th, we are arriving in Beijing, taking orientation walking tour. And then welcome dinner. We are enjoy authentic Peking duck dinner. And if you are a vegetarian, vegan, you need to let us know ahead of time so that they can prepare. Then day 3, we will be visiting Super Forbidden City, which is the Imperial Palace, very old, for 24 emperors in Ming and the Qing dynasty from 1402 to 1911. Okay, 1911 is the demarcation time when the Republic of China was founded. So no longer the emperors. So, and it's listed in the World Heritage Site, etc. Largest and the best preserved ancient imperial architecture complex in the world, and featuring the great square halls and the gates contrast with intricate halls, gardens, and the courtyard and quarters, etc. Forbidden City, okay? It's very magnificent ancient palace, okay, for 24 different emperors. And then, of course, the Tiananmen Square, you probably have heard of that, and it does not need any explanation. And then we also take a walk into a Hutong area. What is Hutong area? This is sort of traditional China, a quarter of Beijing, where they still keep the traditional old architecture and lifestyle. Old sector, a quarter of Beijing, so that they can see what the ordinary citizens, their life was like. So you will go there, and it's a maze of historical alleyways with single-story traditional courtyard houses. And these are fast disappearing because they are demolishing this to build new buildings, but this is kept. This is a 1 hour tour, and then you will also visit a local family and can talk with them, and then they will cook us a lunch there. We'll have a lunch with this local family in Hudong area. And then we will enjoy some tea ceremony there. And then day 4, we'll go to the Great Wall. Okay, I don't think that need any more explanations. You all heard of the Great Wall of China. Okay, and then another place we'll visit is called the Temple of Heaven. And here, it's a big garden, but it's supposedly where the emperor sort of do the ceremonies, thanking the heaven for the bumper harvest, for the peace and harmony of the country, etc. So that's the place. But it's a huge garden, and where now you have, every morning you have a lot of ordinary citizens going there, doing morning exercises, practicing singing, Taiji, all kinds of entertainment for themselves. So it's there we will also try to join the Taiji class. We'll learn, we'll have a Taiji teacher, instructor, and then we'll learn the full moves, just experience. Of course, you cannot learn that, but just for the fun. And then there's also optional Kung Fu show at Red Theater, but this is not included. This one is not included. That it's about $28 to $800 yuan. That, let's see, about $40 something extra if you want to see. And then day 5, we're going to Xi'an, the other ancient city, where the so-called the first emperor of China was buried. Of course, he was not really the first emperor of China, but he called himself so, and people also referred to him using that title. Okay. Oh, here, before we go to Xi'an, then there's another place I forgot to mention in Beijing, which is Summer Palace, a beautiful place where the emperor spent their summer. There's a beautiful lake there, huge imperial garden with a lake. And then we will also take a boat ride in the perfect picturesque landscape setting. Then we will take the train from Beijing to Xi'an. Okay, here is where you can see the terracotta warriors and horses, where the first emperor was built, was buried. I mean, you probably have heard of that. Have you heard of that, Matthew?
Yes.
Tahir, have you heard of terracotta warriors?
No.
No. Actually, there's an interesting anecdote.
No, I never heard of terracotta warriors.
Okay, well, I will show you some images. Actually, there were some statues in Philadelphia Museum, and it's sort of very expensive and being exported from there. And there's interesting story, but I'm not going to tell that. But later you will see what's it about. And then we'll go to this Muslim quarter where these terracotta warriors, basically they are the life size of army formation, the horses and the warriors guarding the tour of the first emperor. So that's what it's about. It's so vivid, the statues, all lifestyle, modeled on real person. And then we are with Xi'an city wall. This is the most complete city wall that has survived in China. You can see the entire city wall around the entire city. And you can, when we talk about wall, you think of just a wall, but actually you can drive cars on the wall. It's very wide, like the almost like Great Wall of China, that side. That's circling the entire city. You can ride a bicycle on it, and looking inside, you will see the ancient old Xi'an city, and then outside you will see the newly developed area. It's a magnificent sight. And then, okay, Goose Pagoda. And then we'll take the train from Xi'an to Shanghai. While in Xi'an, there we'll enjoy some dumpling cooking class, which is one of the very well-known specialty in Xi'an. Okay, now then day 8, Shanghai. This is the Financial Economic Center. So we will visit Sanda University, which is the university in China that has joined the program with RIDER. Every year they send like, I don't know, 20-something students here to RIDER, join the program. So we'll visit that school and have maybe classroom interaction with the students. And then we'll also visit Bang, Nanjing Road, which is the downtown business center, business street, Bang, along the Wangpu River, where you can see old city on one side, newly developed area on the other. And we also visit Volkswagen Auto Factory there. And we all enjoy the acrobatic show. This ticket, I think, is included. Okay. And there's Huangpu River Cruise, which is not included. And then in Shanghai, we are with the World Financial Center. And then Yuyuan Garden. This is interesting, Yuyuan Garden. Shanghai is a modern or westernized city, but in that city, we also have this Yuyuan Garden, which is typical, a masterpiece of classic Chinese gardens. In comparison to the Summer Palace Gardens, Imperial Royal Gardens in Beijing, this is more private, scholarly, that kind of feeling, more intricate. Okay, and then we'll visit Jade Buddha Temple, a huge Buddha. The temple was named so because there was a jade Buddha statue, which is made out of one big chunk of jade marble. So that's why. And that's a very famous place. You have a lot of world leaders visiting there, including, I think, President Clinton and a couple of US presidents had visited that place. Henry Kissinger, the former Secretary of State, etc. Okay, that's basically about this program. I'm going to quickly show you the some images that we. So this is Beijing, right? This is what is called the Tiananmen Square, which is equivalent to White House here. Okay, some images here, and this is another some museum, which is right by Tiananmen Square, another huge complex of the imperial palace, but now turned into museum. That's the outside look of it. And here's some kids having fun in front of that. More pictures. So here is what our group, one of our groups there, while the guard was getting, the tour guide was getting the ticket, and some of us took a picture. The Summer Palace, Temple of Heaven, again, our group. So this building is interesting. It's big, but it doesn't look like huge. The entire building was constructed without any nails or hinges. That's a very unique architect. Then this is Great Wall of China. And again, this is our previous group. And some students had fun while they were after getting on top of the mountain, the wall, and you have two options to going down. One is riding this thing, and you can control yourself, glide down, or you can take the cable coming down. And this is a more fun way. So a lot of students took this one. And in Temple of Heaven, we can enjoy the Teji class. That's what we did last time. And last time we visited Microsoft in China, instead of Volkswagen. And if any student have particular interest, we might be able to talk to the provider to switch the place we visit. And then this is the terracotta warrior I was talking about. This is a formation of soldiers in military formation. And one of our students took a picture in front of this museum. And then this is not actual pit. This is actual pit. And they also have a museum where they have these replicas of the terracotta warriors. So our group took a picture in front of it. Now, the city wall of Xi'an. This is the city wall. So you see the people on the wall walking. This is to the left, you can see inside. It's another picture. And this city wall used to be not only just the wall, but also the defense, military defense mechanism. You can still see the old cannon here, which is not used anymore, of course. And you can rent a bike and ride along, take a tour of the entire city wall. It takes about, depending on how fast you ride, if you take your time, you can ride in like 40 minutes. Like circle. This is a night view. Then this is Shanghai. This is the Wangpu River on the other side of the Wangpu River. Do you see here this one? This is the tallest building now. Do you see this one? Shanghai, like a key, like a bottle opener, that building there I'm pointing to. This is now the Shanghai World Financial Center. Used to be the tallest, but look at this one. It's a lot taller than this one now. And this is the Wangpu River. This entire area was newly developed. It was not there at all, nothing there. Maybe, I don't remember, 30 years ago. And just imagine the whole area just rose out of nothing in a few decades. And this is the Yuan Garden in Shanghai. So within that modern contemporary metropolitan, you find this, the classic Chinese private garden. And then this is a jade Buddha statue I was talking about. And then these are just some fun pictures of students having dinner, enjoying. On top of this, this is taken on top of the World Financial Center. I don't know, I'm sorry. I don't know whether you'll be able to see the Shanghai beneath it. This is on top. This is another view. I think this was taken on the river cruise in the river at night. Sometimes at night they will put on the spectacular light show from the river cruise. You can see the magnificent light show. This is Yuan Garden, also at the garden. This is where we Sandhya University, where we interact with the students. More pictures eating, in the classroom discussion, listening to the presentation, the tea ceremony, and okay, so that's the slideshow.